Hey there, filthy animals. Mr. Dirty back with another episode of the GTM show. On a previous episode, we showed you one of these Lunchables uploaded walking tacos. It was the like a Frito pie. Here we have today the barbecue chicken walking tacos. So there's that package. If you're looking for this in stores, take all that in. And yeah, just like we saw in the last one, all of our components are in little pouches inside, along with like a bag of chips. And you tear open all this stuff and you pour it into the bag of chips. And there was a spoon inside the last one. So let's crack it all open and see what we have. We're looking for chicken and barbecue sauce, tortilla chips, and Kraft cheese blend. They do have like a little thing that you pop open here. Crack it all open, so it's like a little serving tray. You would think while you're doing all this that you're going to be cooking it in this box. Not so. Shows on the back a little illustration where you're pouring the other pouches into another pouch. That's exactly what you do. Then they have you microwaving the whole deal for 15 seconds. So that's what you get. That's what you see when you first crack this open. I didn't show this on the last one, you know, visually what you see when you first pop it open, but there you go. The outcome when you're all done is something like this, a bag of chips with a bunch of junk. Alright, so inside we got the barbecue sauce. The meat. This time around we're dealing with a chicken and barbecue sauce is in this one. So you got chicken and barbecue sauce here, and then they also give you more barbecue sauce. Hurrah! It says dump into chips, same thing, meat. Dump into chips, like government food. Same cheese blend that we saw with the last one. And of course chips. The last time we saw Fritos, this time around it's showing like a little picture of what looks like a tiny nacho. You know, like a little square tortilla chip. I say nacho, there's no cheese involved yet. Alright, so let's remove the fork. We don't want to go microwaving that for 15 seconds. It might melt. First things first, we open up the chips. And last time I used the box as a caddy. And I put everything in there, just like that. It holds nicely. And then we put the meat in there. And let's take a peek at our chicken this time around, alright? So this is our chicken. Once again, just looks like diarrhea. Honestly, looking at this, with what's going on, the chicken in this like pasty barbecue sauce, this might be a sign of things to come. You're looking at my future right here. So that's that. Now, I just licked a little bit of that off my fingers and it's like sweet. But I think adding the barbecue sauce in the end is what's really going to take it over the top. It's probably like more of a sweet, smoky, because that was just sweet. Nothing smoky about what the chicken's in right now. Just more like sugar and vinegary. That's about it. So let's dump our cheese in there. And now the barbecue sauce. Empty the whole packet into there. So got a little bit on the side of the bag there. Yeah. Now there's more like a tangy molasses, like a thicker, goopy, sweet barbecue sauce flavor on just that alone. Alright, just like last time, got to go throw this in the microwave for 15 seconds, even shorter for you, and we'll come back to see what we got. Stick around. Alright, we're back, and this time around, we saw a little bit more of the meltage on the cheese going down the side of the bag. You probably can't see that, but that's what we got going on. Mix this up a little bit. Because last time when we started to mix it up, that's when we saw that the cheese started to melt a little bit more. And the whole thing was warm. Now, you know, the cooking time on this is pretty proper. When they say 15 seconds in the microwave on high, that's about right. When you pull it out, like I say, the cheese isn't going to look melted. But when you start to mix it up with the spork they provide, or whatever utensil you choose, that's when it starts to melt down into the warm chips. Alright, and overall, this is what you get out of the bag. Teeny tiny, what looks like teeny tiny little Doritos, or little corn chips, covered in your chicken, barbecue sauce, cheese, conglomeration. Alright, it's pretty hideous looking, but if it's anything like the last one, it's probably pretty good. Alright, so here we go, our walking taco barbecue chicken from Lunchables uploaded. down the hatch. Alright, it's not bad. Can I tell if that's chicken? No. It's got the slightest of chicken texture, but really none of the flavor. All I'm really getting here is corn chip and the barbecue sauce. Like just the sweet flavor of the barbecue sauce, and we all know what corn chip tastes like. I just found a piece that has a lot of the melted cheese all in one clump right here. I'm going to hit that and see if that's any better than the first hit that I had, and then I think we'll throw a rating on it. Yeah, that was slightly better, but if the cheese was more consistent throughout this entire thing, that's where it would shine. Maybe they would step this up to a queso cheese sauce instead of the shreds that they used with the Frito pie one. It would be better. Right now, yeah, the whole thing, it's alright. It's got a barbecue flavor kick. That's about all it's got going for it, really. So it's kind of middle of the road. Meh. Probably wouldn't buy this one again. Definitely wouldn't buy this one over the other one. So still not a bad snack. 3 out of 5. Alright, so there you have it. It's the Lunchables uploaded barbecue chicken walking taco. Give it a go. I'm Mr. Dirty. This is the GTM Show. Don't forget, you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ThrowMrDirty. And as always, get out of here. Go have a rotten day.